About today's wedding. I got back together with my ex, so it's canceled. Sorry, it's an hour before. Just explain it somehow to your parents.
What? What are you talking about? The ceremony is about to start.
Can't you read? I said it's canceled.
I can read perfectly fine. I just can't believe what I'm reading. We have 200 guests here.
That's why I'm telling you before it starts. I got back together with my ex, so it's canceled. You understand what I'm saying, right?
No, I don't understand. We've been planning this for a year.
Plans change. People change. I changed.
No way, are you serious? Which ex are you talking about?
Does it matter? Someone from the past.
Of course it matters. We're supposed to get married in an hour.
That's none of your business. Anyway, that's how it is, so handle it.
Handle it? Handle it? My entire family flew in from overseas.
Well, they can enjoy a vacation in Japan then.
What kind of joke is this? Canceling an hour before? All the guests are already here.
Not my problem anymore. You're good at organizing things.
You can't just dump this all on me.
I'll return their wedding gifts. That should be fine, right?
The gifts? That's what you're worried about?
Well, we can't keep them if there's no wedding.
But what about the wedding cost? We can't pay for them without the gift money.
Just consider that your wedding gift to me. That works, right?
Are you insane? The venue alone cost 3 million yen.
Think of it as an investment in my happiness.
Of course that doesn't work. What kind of nerve do you have to say something so entitled?
Well, isn't that what weddings are about? If that's the case, you shouldn't be taking gift money from guests either. That would be entitled too.
That's completely different and you know it.
How is it different? Money is money.
Hey, that's completely twisted logic.
You're just not seeing it from my perspective.
Your perspective? You mean the perspective of someone abandoning their fiancé an hour before the wedding?
Anyway, I'm counting on you for the wedding costs. Well, even if you complain, I won't listen. I'm never gonna see you again anyway.
You can't just ghost me after dropping this bomb.
Watch me.
First, twisted logic. Now you're just being outright shameless. You're seriously the worst.
You're the worst one for not recognizing true love. I love Sarah. That's why I'm marrying her. I don't need anyone else criticizing me.
Sarah? You just dropped her name like I'm supposed to know who that is?
Oh, right. I hadn't mentioned her name yet.
Anyone else? What do you think I am to you?
Just someone who was my fiancé until now, but now you're a complete stranger. We have no connection anymore.
4 years of dating means nothing to you?
The past is the past. Love moves forward, not backward.
This is too cruel. How could you do this? What are you going to tell your family? Your father is really strict. He won't tolerate this kind of behavior.
My father's opinion doesn't matter anymore.
He gave you your job, your apartment.
I don't care about any of that. I'm prepared to be disowned. I've decided I want to be with Sarah, no matter what.
You throw everything away for someone you just got back together with?
When you know, you know.
Jason, you used to be such an honest person.
Honesty? That all crumbles in the face of true love. You should hurry up and find someone else too. Why don't you find someone within the next hour and have the ceremony with them?
Is this really the time for sarcasm?
Who said I'm being sarcastic? The venue's already paid for.
Do you really need to mock me? I'm already hurt enough as it is.
I'm not mocking you, just giving advice. You'll feel less pathetic if you find someone quickly.
I can't believe I never saw this cruel side of you before.
Maybe you weren't looking hard enough.
So you know I'm feeling pathetic right now, and you know you're the cause of it too.
Of course I feel bad about it, but what can I do? I fell in love with Sarah again.
Sarah? You mean Sarah from our college club? The senior?
Yeah, that's Sarah. Good memory.
The one who barely spoke to you?
Things were different then. We've both grown.
Well, I got a lot of help from her as a junior. Have you been in contact with her this whole time?
No, actually, I ran into her a few days ago. She's become several times more beautiful than the Sarah I knew. I just fell for her again.
You're throwing away our relationship because you saw her on the street?
When you put it that way, it sounds bad.
Oh, I see. And she's okay with this marriage.
Of course she is. We connect on a spiritual level. I've always thought maybe Sarah was the one I was meant to be with, and that feeling turned out to be right. It's destiny.
Destiny doesn't usually involve hurting so many people.
Sometimes sacrifices have to be made for love.
If I keep listening to this, I'm going to lose my mind. Well, I hope you and Sarah are very happy together.
Yeah, we will be, whether you say it or not.
Is this really okay? Is this really how you want to throw me away?
That's what I've been saying, isn't it? Stop asking the same thing over and over, and don't forget about the wedding costs.
You're really fixated on the money, aren't you?
Just being practical.
I see. I understand.
Good, I'm counting on you. Don't forget to explain everything to the guests.
Right, because that's my job now too.
Exactly. Now you're getting it. I knew you'd understand eventually.
I understand perfectly.
Hey, Sarah, I canceled the wedding with Amy. Let's run away together.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I just ended everything with Amy. We can be together now.
Who is this?
It's Jason from college. We just saw each other the other day.
Jason? From the tennis club?
Yes, I knew you'd remember me.
Why are you messaging me?
I mean, we can get married now. I canceled the wedding that was supposed to happen in an hour. I'll never see Amy again. You're the only one for me.
Wait a minute. Are you serious? Why would you and I get married?
Because we're meant to be together. I've never forgotten you.
I barely remember you.
Why? Don't make me say it. It's because we're in love, obviously.
In love? But we broke up ages ago. We only dated for a week in college. I barely even count that as dating.
A week that changed my life forever?
We went on 2 coffee dates.
Come on, stop playing coy. That week in college was the most wonderful time of my life. Let's make that time eternal.
Are you feeling okay?
Never better now that I found you again.
No, this makes no sense. Why are you deciding things on your own? I didn't even enjoy that time. You were just annoying and pretentious.
You don't mean that. You're just scared of your feelings.
I'm not scared. I'm concerned about your mental state.
Come on, why can't you be honest? We can get married now. We can be husband and wife. Why are you being so cold?
I told you, I'm not getting married to you. Why do you think I would want to marry you?
Because of our connection. Our chemistry.
What connection? What chemistry?
But we ran into each other the other day, didn't we? You were so nice to me then. You must have been holding on to feelings for me.
I said hello because I recognized you from college. That's basic politeness.
You smiled at me. That meant something.
Of course I was polite. You're someone I knew from a long time ago. Actually, I wanted to ignore you. What feelings? I have no lingering feelings at all.
Then why did you ask how I was doing?
That's just small talk. Normal people do that.
I've been thinking about you ever since we broke up. Even when I had other girlfriends, I always thought you were my soulmate.
Creepy.
It's not creepy, it's romantic. I've been waiting for this moment.
You've been obsessing over 2 coffee dates for years?
Time went by, and I was about to marry someone else. Then, days before my wedding, fate brought us together.
This is seriously messed up. You're really creeping me out. Why are you narrating like this is some romance novel?
Our love story is better than any novel.
There is no love story.
I knew it had to be destiny. You appeared right when I was having doubts about marrying Amy, and you were so happy to see me again.
I wasn't happy at all. I was just being polite. Besides, I'm already married.
Married? To who?
That's none of your business.
I see. Oh, your poor husband. He's about to lose his beloved wife.
Are you threatening me?
No, I'm promising you a better future.
Your brain is what's poor. Let's make this crystal clear. I have no intention of marrying you.
What do you mean?
Which part of no is unclear to you?
Don't act surprised now. You must have felt something when we met.
I've been saying this the whole time.
You won't marry me? Fine, then we'll have an affair. That's not so bad either. Forbidden love is the most passionate.
Stop. Just stop.
Think about it. The excitement, the passion.
What's with this affair talk? I don't like you. I couldn't care less about you. I love my husband.
You only think you love him.
I know I love him.
Sarah, that love isn't real. Deep down, you must know that I'm your true soulmate.
Hey, Amy's the one from our college club, right?
Yeah, she is. Apparently, she's had a thing for me since college, but she's nothing to me now.
She must be at the venue right now, right? She must be devastated after you canceled the wedding.
Yeah, probably. It's sad, but it can't be helped. I had to follow my heart.
Your heart or your delusions?
My pure, true feelings for you.
You know what? The more I hear about this, the more I feel sorry for Amy. She was such a sweet, genuine girl. I still remember her. She really fell for your Mr. Nice Guy act, didn't she?
Love demands sacrifices. Nothing can be done about it.
Love doesn't demand hurting innocent people.
Sometimes pain is necessary for true happiness.
I'm gonna be sick. Amy, it's been a long time. It's Sarah. Remember me from college?
What now? Are you here to mock me too?
No, please, hear me out. This isn't what you think.
I don't want to hear about your love story with Jason.
There is no love story. That's exactly what I need to tell you.
What do you mean? That it's destiny?
No, that's not it at all. Listen, everything Jason's saying is complete nonsense. I have zero intention of marrying him.
What do you mean? But he canceled our wedding for you.
He canceled your wedding because he's lost his mind. I had nothing to do with this.
But he said you two reconnected.
We didn't reconnect at all. He's making everything up. He's completely lost it. We bumped into each other a few days ago, and I was just being polite. I just said hello and nodded along to everything he said, until I could find a chance to get away. He totally misinterpreted it.
You just said hello to him?
Literally, just hi and how are you?
Really? Is that possible? Can someone really misunderstand things that badly from just a casual conversation?
I'm looking at the messages right now and I can't believe it either.
He seemed so sure about your feelings for each other.
That's why I was so shocked too. There are no feelings. I'm happily married. But Amy, you know Jason pretty well. You know how he can be, right?
Yeah, I do. He's like an extreme narcissist, super full of himself.
Is it really hard to believe that he'd do something like this?
Looking back, no. I guess I just didn't want to see it.
He's good at appearing nice on the surface, but when you get to know him well, you start seeing that side of him. Anyway, I absolutely won't marry Jason. I'm already happily married.
Oh, I see. That's kind of a relief, though I definitely don't want to marry Jason anymore after all this.
I wouldn't either after seeing his true colors.
I can't believe he made up this entire fantasy about you two.
I feel terrible that he used me as an excuse to hurt you.
So you contacted me to clear up this misunderstanding?
Yes, but that's not all. I couldn't just stay quiet after seeing what he did.
What do you mean?
Well, partly that, but also guys like him need to learn their lesson with one big public embarrassment. So I was thinking.
What are you suggesting?
I have screenshots of everything he said to me.
Everything?
Every delusional message. Every creepy declaration of love.
And you'd be willing to share those?
More than willing. He needs to face consequences.
All the guests are still here.
Exactly. And they should all know exactly why the wedding was canceled.
Won't that be awkward for you?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide. I'm the victim of his delusions too.
You'd really help me expose him?
After what he did to you? Absolutely.
Even though we haven't talked since college?
Women's solidarity. Plus, I remember how kind you were to the juniors in the club.
Thank you, Sarah.
Don't thank me yet. Let's plan this properly.
What's your idea?
Let him think he's won first. Let him think you'll take him back.
And then?
And then we show everyone exactly who Jason really is.
I'm listening.
Amy, pick up your phone.
What do you want?
Come on, be reasonable. I'm saying I'll marry you, as planned. You should do what I say while I'm still offering.
Oh, now you want to marry me?
I thought about it. Sarah's not worth losing everything over.
You're being so condescending. You're the one who canceled the wedding, remember?
Ancient history. That was like an hour ago.
The guests are still here, Jason.
Perfect timing, then! That's why I'm saying I changed my mind! Come on, don't you think you should be more cooperative?
Cooperative? After what you did?
Look, I'm being generous here!
Generous?
I'm giving you another chance!
Fine, let's have the wedding.
Really? Just like that?
Do you or don't you?
Good! That's a smart decision! It's best for you to just quietly marry me!
You shameless jerk.
Hey, be nice! I'm doing you a favor!
A favor?
Saving you from embarrassment! You just realized you can't live without me! I knew I couldn't abandon you!
That's rich, considering how desperately you've been calling me.
I wasn't desperate! I was being considerate!
Is that what you call it?
Well, let's not sweat the small stuff. We're a bit late, but let's have the wedding.
Sure, let's have the wedding.
Good. Act normal in front of everyone.
You really are the most self-centered man ever.
Stop with the attitude. But you agreed to marry me, right? You must still want me after all.
Ugh.
Hey, what's going on? This is completely different from the original program.
Oh? You don't like my special edition?
Why is everyone looking at their phones?
You were going to ditch the wedding anyway, so stop complaining about every little thing.
No, but what was with that speech? You publicly shared my WhatsApp messages with Sarah. Where did you even get those?
What do you think? Use your brain.
Sarah? But why?
You really don't get it, do you?
Get what? What's happening?
She was so creeped out by you that she felt sorry for me and sent me screenshots of everything.
She wouldn't do that to me.
She already did.
But why?
So I could expose you like this, of course. Show everyone just how messed up you are.
You can't do this to me.
I just did.
What?
There are tons of people from college here today. I figured they'd all love to hear about this. Oh, and by the way, that speech was all recorded.
You recorded it?
Every word.
What do you mean?
Sarah's going to upload it online for all our college friends who couldn't make it today.
You two planned this?
Surprised?
That'll only make Sarah look bad. Everyone will see she's a traitor.
A traitor to what? Your imaginary relationship?
To our love!
How on earth would this make Sarah a traitor? Your thinking is seriously warped.
I only pursued true love. You're all trying to make a fool out of me. The guests must understand how I feel.
They understand exactly how you are.
They'll sympathize with me.
No way, everyone's completely disgusted with you.
Whatever. You're still gonna marry me as planned, right? Fine, I'll play along with this little show of yours.
Oh, sorry, I changed my mind. The wedding's off.
Ah!
Did I stutter?
You can't do this!
I thought about it, and I really don't want to get married. Who knows when you'll find your next true love?
Hey, stop messing around! You just promised a minute ago!
Like you promised to marry me today?
That was different!
You were the first one to break promises, weren't you? No matter what you say, I'm not marrying you.
Hey, you're acting weird. Weren't you always such a sweet, obedient girl?
Obedient? Is that what you thought of me as?
No, I just misspoke. I mean, you know, like a girl who always does what she's told.
That's even worse. Forget it. I'm definitely not marrying you.
Are you trying to humiliate me?
No need. You've done that yourself.
I can explain everything to everyone.
You're already thoroughly humiliated.
Sarah, please answer me. Sarah, I know you're reading these. Come on, Sarah. This is too cruel. The wedding's canceled and everyone's giving me the cold shoulder. Everyone seems to be misunderstanding me.
Misunderstanding? I showed them your exact words. I showed everyone exactly what you said to me. Of course they're giving you the cold shoulder.
Those messages were private. You betrayed our love.
Ew, there was no love to betray.
This is all because you had to do something stupid. Why? We fell in love again, didn't we?
We never fell in love in the first place. We just passed each other on the street. You're seriously scaring me now.
But you smiled at me. Don't be afraid of your feelings.
I'm afraid of your delusions.
Love sometimes creates fear. After all, love is the root of human nature.
Stop with the weird philosophy.
Our love is deeper than philosophy.
I seriously don't understand what you're saying. Look, if you keep harassing me, I'm going to take legal action.
Legal action for what?
Harassment, stalking, take your pick.
I'm not harassing you. I'm expressing my feelings.
Your unwanted delusional feelings.
They're not delusional.
Against a married woman. Just get out of here.
Get out? That's so cruel. Please, marry me. At this rate, I'll end up alone.
You did this to yourself. I'm already married, and I love my husband. I don't care if you end up alone. It's your own fault, obviously.
But our connection!
There is no connection. Just snap out of it and take a look at the people around you. Your guest. I can already imagine what they must be thinking.
Why is everyone looking at me like that? Wait, what's happening? What's going on with me?
How can you not understand? Just sit down and think for a minute. Then maybe you'll realize what a terrible situation you put yourself in.
Oh God, what have I done? Amy, please. Amy, I'm sorry. Amy, I'm really sorry. I lost my mind when I saw Sarah again, but I'm back to normal now, really.
Back to normal because Sarah rejected you?
No, I realized my mistake.
So what? You want me to pretend nothing happened and marry you?
Yeah, please. My dad just said he's going to disown me.
Weren't you prepared for that? And that's what you said earlier.
Please, I was crazy earlier. I don't know what I was thinking, and now... Anyway, that was when I wasn't thinking straight. This is seriously bad. I work at my dad's company.
Actions have consequences. You brought this on yourself.
I know, but please help me. Yeah, that's true, but none of my college friends will even talk to me anymore. This is really bad for me.
And now you care what people think?
I always cared.
Kind of pathetic how you're only coming to your senses now, after everything's already ruined.
Give me another chance.
Like you gave me.
We can still fix this. Please, Amy, marry me. You're the only one I truly love.
Now I'm the only one?
You always were.
Absolutely not. Goodbye. Oh, and by the way, since we're returning all the wedding gifts, you'll be handling the venue payment, okay?
But wait, you said you'd pay for that.
When did I say that?
Earlier.
I never agreed to that. And since there's no wedding anymore, you don't need any wedding gifts, right?
How am I supposed to pay for everything?
Not my problem. Well, enjoy your lonely life. Goodbye.
Wait, please, I'm begging you. I really do love you. Abandoning me like this, isn't that too cruel?
Weren't you the one who said true love can be cruel?
I didn't mean it like this.
Goodbye, Jason.
Please don't leave me.
After that, the wedding was canceled, and Jason had to pay all the venue cost himself. The venue fee alone was 3 million yen, not counting the catering, flowers, and other arrangements that couldn't be canceled on such short notice. His credit cards were maxed out trying to cover everything. He was disowned by his family, just as his father had warned. His father, a traditional businessman who valued reputation above all, couldn't tolerate such a public scandal. Not only did Jason lose his inheritance, but he was also immediately fired from his position at his father's company. His younger brother was promoted to his former role. All his friends from college, after seeing the screenshots and video of his behavior, cut ties with him completely. Some even went as far as to publicly condemn his actions on social media. The story spread through their alumni network, and soon Jason found himself blocked by nearly everyone he knew. Abandoned by his friends, family, and colleagues, and of course, lost his job at his father's company. The combination of unemployment and wedding debt forced him to move out of his company-subsidized apartment. Now he's living a lonely life with no job, no money, and no allies. Even his mother, who had always sided with him in family disputes, couldn't defend his actions this time. Apparently, he really has come back to his senses and understands how foolish he was. But it's kind of cruel how he only regained his sanity after everything was beyond repair. He tried reaching out to various friends and family members to apologize, but no one was willing to hear him out. He must regret his actions every single day. Sarah's husband, after seeing Jason's messages, filed a harassment complaint with the police. This resulted in a formal warning being issued to Jason, further damaging his reputation and employment prospects. Sarah herself had to change her phone number and adjust her social media privacy settings to avoid any further contact from him. This incident led to Sarah and me becoming friends, and now we often go out for meals together. What started as a shared traumatic experience has blossomed into a genuine friendship. At first, we talked about Jason a lot, but now we've become best friends who don't even think about him anymore. We meet at least once a week for coffee. While I was deeply hurt by this incident, I think I can move on knowing that I gained a best friend in return. Sarah's friendship helped me recognize the red flags I had been ignoring in my relationship with Jason. Looking back, that canceled wedding might have been the best thing that ever happened to me. It showed me who my real friends were, taught me to value myself more, and led me to find genuine happiness. Sometimes, the worst moments in life can lead to the best outcomes. Just not in the way someone like Jason would imagine.
Hey, Sarah, we need to talk.
Oh, this is rare. You messaging me first? What's up?
It's important, and I wanted to tell you.
Why so serious?
Let's get divorced.
What?
We're done. That's why I'm saying we should divorce.
Wait a minute. Where is this coming from?
You've been gone on your business trip for 2 weeks now. Do you even care about our marriage anymore?
Of course I care. This is my job. You knew this when we got married.
It's not sudden. I've been thinking about it for a while. Our marriage hasn't been working out, has it?
Well, things have been cold between us these past few years.
You know why that is?
No, I don't.
When was the last time you made dinner for us, or we went on a date?
I've been busy with the expansion project. You know how important this is for the company.
It's because you never pay attention to our home life and only focus on work.
Hey, that's not fair.
Even now you're not home, you're off on some international business trip.
I can't help that. I work for an import-export company. International travel comes with the territory.
You could have turned down some of these trips. Other wives manage to balance work and home.
Those other wives aren't handling multi-million-dollar contracts.
Even so, I wanted you to do more housework and support me. If you had supported my career, I could have gotten much further ahead.
That's ridiculous. You could have advanced in your career if you worked harder. Don't blame me for that.
You never even asked about my promotion opportunities.
Because every time I try to discuss your career, you change the subject.
Anyway, I want a divorce. I can't continue this marriage.
Even if that's the case, this is too sudden. Why are you saying this while I'm away on business?
Because I finally found someone who understands me.
What do you mean by that?
Actually, there's gonna be a baby.
What are you talking about?
I've been seeing someone for a while. She's pregnant.
You're joking. What are you saying?
Remember all those late nights at the office? I wasn't alone.
How long has this been going on?
Does it matter? The point is my girlfriend is pregnant, so I'm divorcing you to live with her.
Don't be ridiculous.
Look, I've always wanted kids, but you were always too busy with work to even try for a baby. That's why I started seeing someone else, and now she's pregnant. We're gonna get remarried and live together. That's why I'm saying we need to divorce.
We agreed before marriage that children weren't a priority.
People change. I changed. But you never noticed because you were too busy with your precious career.
That's not how this works. And anyway, it's completely inappropriate to have such an important conversation over text. Let's talk about this properly when I get back home.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Why not?
I sold the house and car while you were away to help with moving expenses.
What? What do you mean you sold them? We bought that house and car together. We split the cost.
Well, I needed some money for moving expenses. I'm looking at renting a new apartment, so I'm using the money for that.
Did you even think about where I'm supposed to live?
You make enough money, you'll figure it out.
You can't be serious.
You always said you were independent. Now's your chance to prove it.
We need to discuss this properly. This isn't legal.
Anyway, both the house and car are already sold, so you better start looking for a new place. I've sent the divorce papers too. Good luck with that.
You sold our home without my consent? You do realize this is going to have consequences.
Whatever. I'm starting a new life. That's all that matters.
Hi, Mary, do you have a minute?
Oh, is something wrong? Aren't you overseas right now?
Yes, I'm still on my business trip.
That must be tough. Let's have dinner together when you get back.
Yes, we should, but that's not why I'm messaging.
Yes, what is it?
Tom just told me he wants a divorce.
What? Really?
Yes, it came as a shock.
When did this happen? Are you okay?
Just now, actually. I'm still trying to process it.
Well, I knew you two weren't getting along very well.
You noticed? I thought we were hiding it well.
A mother can tell these things. Tom stopped talking about you at family dinners.
I should have seen this coming.
Don't blame yourself. What exactly did he say?
You've been so helpful whenever I needed advice.
No, I'm sorry I couldn't do more to help.
It's not your fault at all, but the reason for the divorce is that Tom got his girlfriend pregnant.
Pregnant? With a girlfriend? Even though you're married?
Yes. I just found out myself and I'm shocked.
How long has this been going on?
I don't know exactly, but apparently long enough.
You mentioned you suspected he might be cheating.
Yes, I noticed the signs, but I never thought he'd get her pregnant.
What signs did you notice? Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Late nights at work, hiding his phone, being distant. I didn't want to worry you without proof.
I'm so sorry. You were trying so hard to make things work with my son. That boy is just hopeless.
You don't need to apologize. I was prepared for the divorce eventually, but I never expected something like this.
Has he been treating you badly? You can tell me everything.
He's been distant for months, but there's more.
But what are you going to do?
There's something else you should know. He sold our house and car.
He did what? Without telling you?
Yes, while I was away on this business trip.
That's completely unacceptable. Where are you supposed to live?
Of course, I'll talk it through, but I wanted to let you know before that.
Do you need a place to stay? Your old room is still available.
Thank you, but I couldn't impose.
You're family to me, regardless of what my foolish son does. Yes, thank you. My husband and I will support whatever decision you make.
That means so much to me. I was worried you'd take a side.
Never. We know who you are and what kind of person you've been to this family.
Thank you so much.
Let me know when you're back. We'll figure this out together.
I will. I should go handle things with Tom now.
Stay strong. Call me anytime you need to talk.
Tom, let's talk about this properly.
There's nothing to talk about. I've decided to marry my new wife. All you need to do is agree to the divorce quickly.
You can't just decide everything on your own.
I already did. What are you going to do about it?
Wait, I can't accept this.
What's not to accept? The house is sold, the car is gone. It's over.
You really think you can just throw away our marriage like this?
Listen, she's pregnant, okay? If I don't marry her, that child won't have a father. That would be terrible. Though I guess someone who's not interested in children wouldn't understand that.
Hey, I understand that much.
Do you? Because you never seem to care about having a family.
Having children and having a family are different things. We were a family.
Liar! You ignored how much I wanted children and just focused on your work.
I told you this before we got married. I said I prefer work over having children, that I loved my job. You proposed to me understanding that, didn't you?
That's ancient history now.
No, it's the foundation of our marriage. You agreed to this.
I didn't have a choice back then.
What do you mean?
All my bosses at work had houses and luxury cars. I was always embarrassed that I didn't. But there was no way I could afford it on just my salary. Then I realized you were making good money, and if we split the costs, I could afford it.
So our entire marriage was just about money?
Not at first, but when I suggested splitting costs, you said there was no way you'd buy a house together before marriage.
You've got to be kidding.
It was the perfect solution. Marriage meant shared assets.
So that's why you married me?
Yeah, that's right. It worked out because I got the house and car. But after we got married, I realized I really wanted kids.
After using me to get what you wanted?
Don't act so high and mighty. You used the marriage too to look normal at work.
So you went and had a baby with another woman?
Yeah, I realized that houses and cars aren't really what makes you happy. So I sold them to use the money for my family.
I'm your family too.
No, you're just a stranger now, so hurry up and agree to the divorce.
You really think you can just erase our years together?
Those years meant nothing. You were never home anyway.
So there's no going back?
Nope, I've sent the divorce papers, so just sign them already.
Fine.
You're being pretty reasonable.
Don't mistake my calmness for acceptance.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, there's no point arguing about it. Besides, it's not like I haven't been thinking about things myself.
Oh, is that right? Well, see you around.
You might regret being so hasty about all this.
Whatever, just sign the papers when they arrive.
We'll see what my lawyer has to say about everything you've done.
Lawyer, don't be dramatic.
You'll find out soon enough.
Sarah, why aren't you answering my calls?
Look, I'm dealing with a lot of trouble because of you. I need to find a new place to live, plus I have work to do, and you're calling me 300 times? Are you crazy?
Please, I need to talk to you. It's urgent.
Nothing from you is urgent anymore. We're getting divorced, remember?
Something really bad happened.
Come to think of it, you were crying in your voicemail. What's wrong?
I messed up. I messed up so badly.
What happened to all that confidence from 3 days ago?
Remember how I said I was getting remarried because of the baby?
Yes, that's why we're getting divorced.
Well, the marriage is off.
What? What do you mean?
She won't marry me. She doesn't want to.
Didn't you already make all these plans? Sell our house?
She told me I was just a fling.
A fling?
Yeah, she had another boyfriend. She said the baby is his. I've been betrayed this whole time. Isn't that awful?
Seriously? You're one to talk.
This is different. I really thought she loved me.
Like how you loved me.
No, this is different. Anyway, she said she can't marry me.
Wait a minute. This doesn't make any sense. You sold our house and car to marry her, right? Are you saying she didn't know about any of this?
I thought she'd be happy about it. I thought I was doing the right thing.
You didn't even discuss this with her first?
Yeah, when she told me about the pregnancy, I just assumed we'd get married and start making moves.
She didn't know about any of this?
I wanted to surprise her with how responsible I could be.
By destroying your current marriage.
Apparently, she was trying to tell me about the pregnancy to break things off. But I thought I had to take responsibility, so, without really listening to her, I started moving forward with divorcing you.
You're an absolute idiot.
How was I supposed to know?
Maybe by talking to her first, like a normal person?
Well, I never thought she'd have another guy, so I submitted the divorce papers and proposed, but...
And she turned you down because that wasn't her intention at all?
Yeah!
So you destroyed our marriage for nothing?
I didn't know it would turn out like this!
Well, that's too bad for you. But why are you suddenly contacting me?
I made a mistake. A huge mistake!
Which one? The affair? Selling our house? Or not talking to your girlfriend first?
Well, I was wondering if I could stay at whatever apartment you're moving into.
What? What are you talking about?
Just until I figure things out, please?
Have you lost your mind?
I don't have anywhere else to go!
And whose fault is that?
I know I messed up, but we were married for years.
You sold our home. Don't come crying to me. Besides, we're strangers now. Why should I live with a stranger like you? I don't even want to see your face.
But where am I supposed to go?
That's not my problem anymore. You made sure of that.
Damn it!
You really thought I'd help you after what you did?
I thought you'd understand.
Understand what? That you used me, cheated on me, sold our house and now want my help?
Oh, when you put it that way...
Don't contact me again unless it's through my lawyer.
Fine, I'll figure something out myself. Mom, are you free?
Oh, what's wrong?
Can I come back home for a while?
Huh? Why so suddenly?
I miss my family. Everything's so complicated right now.
What do you mean complicated? What's going on?
I just miss my family. That's why I want to come home. I'll commute from home.
Does Sarah know about this?
Why are you asking about her?
She's your wife. Of course I'm asking about her.
No, well, I divorced her.
What? Really?
It's not what you think.
Then what is it?
Yeah, I couldn't deal with her selfishness anymore. She just went and sold the house and car and started living somewhere else. So now I have nowhere to go.
Sarah did what?
She sold everything. Can you believe how selfish she is?
I don't believe Sarah would do something like that.
But she did. She only cares about herself and her career.
Tom, stop lying.
No, that's the kind of person she was. Just because she's good at her job, she got all high and mighty and couldn't care about family. So I'm coming home now.
No, you cannot come to our house.
What? Mom, what are you saying?
Don't try to manipulate me with these lies.
I'm your son. You have to help me.
Can't care about family. That's you. You had Sarah, but you went and found another woman and then sold the house and car on your own.
Oh, you heard from Sarah. I can't believe she fed you such lies.
No, what Sarah said is the truth.
She's turned you against me, your own son.
You did that yourself.
Why are you saying this? Why do you believe her over me?
Because she's never lied to me, unlike you.
That's not fair. I've always been honest.
Of course I do. You barely visited after moving out and you neglected us.
No, that's not true. I was just busy.
Busy with your affair?
Mom, please.
Sarah made time to visit and talk with us even when she was busy.
What?
Even during her busiest times at work, she called to check on us.
She was just trying to look good.
Sarah explained to us that she wanted to prioritize work over having children. We weren't going to judge her for that, but she was so thoughtful. Since she couldn't give us grandchildren, she made sure to spend quality time with us. That meant so much to us, and yet you betrayed her.
No, I didn't betray her. I just wanted to give you grandchildren.
Don't you dare use that excuse.
But, Mom, I thought that's what you wanted.
What I wanted was a son who wouldn't shame our family.
I can explain everything.
Save your excuses. Anyone who makes Sarah sad is no child of mine. Your father says he won't forgive you either, so don't bother coming home. It would be pointless. We're cutting ties with you. Don't contact us again.
Mom, please don't do this.
You did this to yourself. Goodbye, Tom.
At least let me explain.
There's nothing to explain. You've shown us who you really are.
Mom!
I've blocked your number. Don't try to contact us again.
What are you gonna do about housing?
I'm staying at a hotel for now, then I'll look for a nice apartment. I make good money, so I can afford a decent place living alone.
Must be nice having all that money.
At least I earned it honestly.
So I can't live there?
Are you still on about that?
We could split the rent.
Of course not. Find your own place to live.
You're really gonna leave me homeless?
You did that to yourself when you sold our house.
Fine, I'll have to. Well, I have money from selling the house and car, so it's not a problem.
Just so you know, half of that money is mine.
What?
You heard me. Transfer my share.
Obviously, we split the cost when we bought them.
I have all the paperwork to prove it too.
This is for my moving expenses.
Did I agree to that?
I need this money.
That's just what you decided on your own. Half is mine. Transfer half to my account right now. If you ignore this, I'll take legal action.
You've got to be kidding.
I've already spoken to my lawyer. You sold jointly owned property without my consent.
You're really gonna do this to me?
You're the one who's been kidding around. Oh, and I'll be claiming compensation for emotional damages too.
What? Compensation?
I have all our text messages saved, including your confession about the affair.
You planned this?
Nope, you did this to yourself.
Are you trying to squeeze every last penny out of me?
Don't say it like that. I'm just following the law. You should have done things properly, or at least not told me about planning to remarry your girlfriend.
What do you mean?
You really should have consulted a lawyer before making all these decisions.
You can't prove anything.
I have screenshots of our entire conversation.
That's not fair.
Neither is selling our house without my permission.
Damn. So that's how it is?
You made your bed, now lie in it. Just pay up quietly.
And if I don't?
Then we'll let the courts decide. I'm sure they'd be very interested in how you sold jointly owned property.
Fine. Whatever. I have a job and money. I'll pay whatever compensation you want.
My lawyer will be in touch with the exact figures.
Oh, thank you. Well, this really is the end between us then.
Did you talk to your parents?
Of course. They said they're cutting ties with me.
I see. That's good.
Like I care if they cut ties with me. Actually, it's lucky. Now I won't have to take care of them when they're old.
You really are showing your true colors now.
What's that supposed to mean?
Your parents raised you, supported you, and this is how you talk about them?
They chose you over me.
No, they chose decency over betrayal.
Anyway, don't ever contact me again.
Gladly. My lawyer will handle everything from now on.
Fine by me. Sarah, it's been a while.
Huh? What? What's this about?
Don't delete this, please. Read my messages.
We're strangers now. Don't suddenly contact me.
Well, I heard about you.
What about me?
Heard you're really killing it at work. Something about becoming a director?
Yes, thanks for being able to focus on work in a drama-free environment. I was able to prove myself and get promoted.
I've been following your career in the industry news.
That's creepy. Stop stalking me.
No, I'm proud of how far you've come.
You lost the right to be proud of me years ago.
You know, I'm still working, but living alone has made me discover a passion for housework.
Why are you telling me this?
I've changed. Really changed.
Good for you. Goodbye.
Wait! Over these 3 years, I've gotten really good at cooking and cleaning. Actually started enjoying it. And you must be so busy with work that you don't have time for housework. How about it? Want to try again? I want to support your career by taking care of the house.
Don't say stupid things. I'm doing fine on my own, and if I wanted to, I could afford a housekeeper. I have no reason to marry you again.
I could be more than just a housekeeper.
You already proved what kind of husband you are.
People change. I've grown.
Into what? A desperate ex-husband?
But what about the future? Usually children take care of their parents, but you'll be alone. You need someone by your side. I'm offering to be that person. It's not a bad deal.
So you want to be my retirement plan?
That's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean?
I still care about you.
So in exchange, you want me to take care of you?
No, that's not what I meant.
You know, I still meet with Mary.
What? With Mom?
Yes, she's not my mother-in-law anymore, but we're good friends now. And I know about how you tried begging them for help. I heard your affair was with someone from your company. When the workplace affair was discovered, you got transferred, right? Completely off the promotion track, working in a dead-end position with low pay.
Who told you all that?
Does it matter? I know everything.
I really regret what I did. I should have been more considerate of you. I was too obsessed with wanting children and lost control, but I've changed. I realize now that you're the most important person to me. Please give us another chance.
I'm the most important person to you?
Of course.
That's nice to hear.
Right?
But for me, work is still the most important thing.
Sarah.
But you know, something has changed recently.
Huh?
Actually, I got remarried a year ago.
What? You said you weren't gonna get married again.
Plans change. People change. Isn't that what you said?
But to who?
That was the plan. But you know what? Someone fell in love with me just as I am. Moreover, he accepts my selfish desire to prioritize work over having children. And he supports my career.
Someone like that exists?
Not everyone is as shallow as you.
What do you mean by that?
Yes, and you know what? I actually enjoy spending time with him. Now I care about my husband just as much as I care about my work.
So there's no chance of us getting back together?
Are you really this dense?
I could change more, be better than him.
None. No matter what happens, I will never remarry you. I can't trust someone who betrays their family like you did. Why don't you try dating and find someone to marry? Though I doubt anyone would want to be with someone who easily betrays their family like you. But keep trying, and never contact me again.
Sarah, please!
I've blocked your number. Don't try to reach me through other means.
I really have changed!
Hey, Mary. Tom just contacted me.
I thought he might. He came to us first, so I figured you'd be next. I'm so sorry he's still causing so much trouble.
It's okay, actually. I've been reflecting on the mistakes I made in our marriage, too.
Huh? Why would you? You never did anything wrong.
I was so focused on wanting to work. I think I was too stubborn. I don't think I really tried to understand what Tom was thinking.
Even so, that doesn't excuse what he did.
True, but with my current husband, we can do that. We respect each other. That's why I'm so happy now. I've realized that married couples need to support each other.
That's exactly right.
I'll keep coming to you for advice, Mary. You've got so much life experience to share.
I'll do whatever I can as your friend.
After that, Tom continued working in his dead-end position, but eventually couldn't take it anymore and quit. He tried looking for various jobs, but couldn't find full-time employment. He ended up working part-time at a convenience store while trying to find someone to marry. However, no one was interested in dating a middle-aged man working part-time jobs, so he continues living alone in a cheap apartment. As for me, I'm still happily living with my husband, and actually, we're trying for a baby now. While I still love my work, I found myself wanting to have a child with the husband I love so much, and we're working together towards that goal. If we're blessed with a cute baby someday, I'd love to show them to Mary.
Unbelievable. Are you seriously calling yourself my sister? How could you do something like this? Excuse me, but who are you? Don't even try to play dumb with me. I know you were supposed to attend the wedding. I heard all about it, but then you canceled last minute? That is just beyond rude. There is a limit to how disrespectful someone can be, and you've crossed it. Do you have any idea how embarrassing it was for the bridal party? You've humiliated everyone. I'm sorry, but I really don't know who you are. I honestly have no idea what wedding you're even talking about. Are you sure you haven't mistaken me for someone else? Excuses, excuses. Is that all you have? You're really going to stand there and pretend like this has nothing to do with you? You abandoned your own sister's wedding. Your only sister, by the way. Canceling on such an important day at the last minute. It's the worst thing anyone could possibly do. I am telling you this, I'll never forgive you for this. You'd better apologize immediately. Get down on your knees and beg for forgiveness in front of all the guests. I don't have a sister, though. What are you talking about? I'm an only child. I've never had a sister, so I don't understand what's going on here at all. And another thing, where did you even get my contact information? From Dad. I got it from Dad's phone. Your number was saved in there. Wait, your dad's phone? I don't mean to be rude, but could you tell me your father's name? I think there's been a misunderstanding. Dad, do you have a moment right now?
Bailey, what's wrong? Did something happen?
Actually, it's a little complicated right now.
I see. Is it serious?
Well, I just attended a wedding, and I think this might be related to that.
A wedding? What's going on?
It's about something that happened at the wedding, and I think I might have gotten caught up in a misunderstanding.
What do you mean? Explain it to me. So it was Mammy who contacted you out of nowhere? Is that why she was so angry?
Yeah, but Dad, what's going on here? I need you to explain this to me. When did you even get remarried?
I'm really sorry. It's my fault for not telling you earlier. I remarried about a year after the divorce. I couldn't bring myself to tell you, especially since I had already left your mother under those circumstances. I didn't know how to explain it.
Dad, you don't have to apologize for that. Honestly, I don't think you left Mom in the way you're imagining. She wasn't in a good place back then. No matter what you said or did, she was convinced you were cheating on her. You leaving was probably the best decision for everyone at the time. Besides, you've always been there for me. Even after starting a new family, you've supported us so much. I mean, you even covered half of Mom's medical expenses. That's not something most people would do.
It's not that impressive. I wasn't there for you during the hardest times, so that was the least I could do. I had to take responsibility for my choices. Honestly, though, I was lucky that my new partner was understanding. Most people would have found it unacceptable.
Didn't that cause any problems between you and her? I imagine most people wouldn't want to deal with something like that.
There were definitely conversations, but we reached an agreement. I also made sure our household didn't suffer financially because of it. To be completely honest, I even considered bringing you to live with me, but in the end I thought you'd say no.
You're right, I probably would have refused.
You were always so considerate of your mom. You've grown into such a kind and thoughtful person.
Well, I'm your daughter after all, but now I understand that I have a half-sister. That much makes sense. What I don't understand is how I ended up involved in her wedding. I never agreed to attend, and I definitely didn't say I'd be there.
This is where things get complicated. Your grandfather, my dad, took it upon himself to respond on your behalf. He assumed that as her older sister, you'd naturally attend the wedding.
Oh, so that's why Mommy thought I was coming. That explains a lot.
I'm really sorry about this. I tried to explain to her that it wasn't true, but she wouldn't listen to me.
Wait a second, Dad. Mommy told me I should get down on my knees and apologize in front of everyone for missing the wedding.
What?
Yeah, she came at me really aggressively. Honestly, she seems like an intense person. Are you okay, Dad?
Well, to be honest, it hasn't been easy.
What do you mean?
After everything that happened with your mom, I swore I'd never abandon my family again. I've tried to face Mammy head-on and be there for her as much as I can, but she's become more difficult over time. Even as an adult, she hasn't grown out of her fixation on family. She clings to the idea that family should always stick together no matter what. That's probably why she said those things to you, because you're her half-sister by blood.
Why does she cling so much to this idea of family?
It started when she was working as a model. There was a time when she was betrayed by some of her colleagues and friends at her agency. Since then, she's had this belief that family is the only thing you can truly rely on. She thinks family members should always honor each other's requests no matter what.
That's pretty extreme, Dad. This must be exhausting for you.
It is what it is. I couldn't help her change that mindset, and that's on me. I'm sorry, Bailey. I never wanted you to be dragged into this. I'll handle things with Mommy from here on out, so don't worry about it.
Dad, don't overdo it. You have a bad habit of trying to take everything on by yourself. You don't have to shoulder this alone. Let me talk to Mommy too. Maybe I can help. Mommy, I've heard everything from my father. You and I are half-sisters, isn't that right? That's correct. So why didn't you come to my wedding even though I heard you were going to attend? About that, Father said he clearly denied it. But more than that, could you please treat him a little more kindly? What? Where did that come from? I know it might be unpleasant to hear this all of a sudden, but my father tends to take everything on by himself. You, being someone who spends more time with him than I do, must know this about him. And what about it? You understand, don't you? People outside of family, they only ever think about themselves. That's why they betray others without hesitation. You can't trust anyone but family. Blood ties are the only thing that matters because they're absolute. Does being a father mean he can be treated however you want him to be treated, just because he's someone you see as your parent? And you, as an older sister, should listen to what your younger sister says. We don't even know each other. In fact, you got my contact information by snooping through Dad's phone without permission, didn't you? I have no obligation to listen to you. Blood ties aren't everything. Shut up! Blood ties are everything. There is no bond stronger than blood. In the end, outsiders are just outsiders. People without blood ties will betray you in an instant. And don't get high and mighty with me, especially when you're just a cast-off child. Mommy... Do you even realize what you've done? Oh, now you get it, don't you? This is what happens when you make me angry. If you've learned your lesson from now on, you'll do as I say. This is your punishment for lecturing me, your little sister, despite being nothing more than a cast-off child. Punishment? Are you serious? I can't believe this. First, you somehow found out where I live. Then you suddenly show up, throw garbage all over my place, and leave. Now you're back, dumping your trash again? It's beyond unacceptable. Shut up! Someone like you, who was abandoned by your father, living in a detached house, it's infuriating. Abandoned? That's right. You should just keep quiet and do as I say. After all, I'm the real daughter here. I'm more important. I've called the police. What? What you're doing is nothing more than harassment and vandalism. I tried to tolerate it, thinking it would spare our father the trouble. I figured that even though we've never met, we are technically sisters. But I've reached my limit. You're going to face the consequences of your actions. Oh, really? And what are you going to do? Your father is my father, too. I won't forgive anyone who causes him pain. What a dramatic statement. You sound ridiculous. Besides, the police won't intervene in family matters. Civil disputes are none of their business. Keep acting smug if you want. It won't last long. What are you talking about? What on earth have you done? Do you realize the trouble you've caused me? Going as far as contacting my agency. Unbelievable! Of course they asked me about it. A model of theirs threw garbage at my house. Is that really the kind of person you want representing your agency? That's essentially what I told them. You're supposed to be a model, aren't you? And not just any model, you're signed with an agency. That means everything you do reflects on their image. Thanks to you running your mouth, they decided I was a liability and dropped me from all my contracts. What do you have to say for yourself? What do I have to say? All I can suggest is that you reflect on your actions. What? You've got it all wrong, completely backwards. You claim that because I'm the older sister, I should always listen to what my younger sister says. But being an older sister doesn't mean I blindly follow you. It means I call you out and guide you when you're wrong. Being protected isn't the only privilege of being the younger sibling, you know. Don't give me that nonsense. Take back what you said and fix this. I want my job back. We're blood-related family, aren't we? How could you treat me like this? You're so cold-hearted. Cold-hearted? I don't think so. After all, people without blood ties are just strangers, right? And by that logic, you and I are strangers too. If I'm being cold to you, you have no right to complain. What are you saying? Strangers? What do you mean by that? Let me spell it out for you. Your father and I aren't blood-related. My mother remarried, and that's how I became part of this family. In other words, I'm what you'd call a stepchild. If we're talking strictly about blood, your father isn't my biological father. But I still see him as my dad, and I won't let anyone deny that. Wait a minute. So you're saying we aren't related by blood? That's exactly what I'm saying. Then you're just an outsider. People without blood ties are strangers after all. Blood ties don't matter. What matters is the bond you build with someone. I see him as my father, and he sees me as his daughter. That's enough for me. I want to protect him. And as for you, you've been causing him nothing but pain, and I can't forgive you for that. Do whatever you want, but don't think you'll get away with it. I'll make sure you face the consequences of your actions. What's the meaning of this? Are you kidding me? Compensation, damages, what is this nonsense? It's exactly what it sounds like, a rightful claim for the harassment you inflicted on me. Let me lay it out for you. You demanded an apology from me on my knees. You even threatened me, telling me to obey you. These actions caused me significant emotional distress, so I filed for damages. And let's not forget the physical damage. You threw garbage and paint at my house, so now I need to have the exterior repainted. Naturally, you're responsible for covering the costs. This is ridiculous! Who asks for compensation over a fight between siblings? You've already said it yourself. We're not blood related. That makes us strangers. And a stranger throwing trash and paint at someone's house? Of course you'd have to pay for it. You're not a child. It's time you learn to take responsibility for your actions. I refuse! Why should I pay you a single cent? If we were family, maybe I'd consider it, but for a stranger? Not a chance. Not even a single penny. Dad, please do something. Some complete stranger is trying to extort money from me.
It's not extortion, Mommy. You're simply being held accountable for what you've done. You need to take responsibility and pay for the damages caused by your actions.
What? Damages? What are you even talking about?
I know everything. I heard about the harassment, the mess you made at her house, and all the trouble you've caused. Don't try to deny it. It's too late for that. And let me be clear, I'm not going to help you this time.
Why not? Isn't helping each other what families are supposed to do? When someone's in trouble, aren't we supposed to stand together?
Listen, Mommy, both you and Bailey are important to me. You're both my daughters, and I care about you deeply. That's why I can't take sides in this situation.
What are you even saying right now? How can you not take sides?
It's simple. A father's role isn't to blindly support one child while ignoring the truth. A good parent acknowledges what's right and wrong, even when it's hard. And in this case, you're the one who's in the wrong. I've tried to guide you so many times before, but it seems my words haven't gotten through to you. You've left me no choice but to let you face the consequences of your own actions.
This is absurd. She's not even your real daughter. She's just some stranger with no blood ties to us. And now you're prioritizing her over me, your actual daughter? This is beyond belief.
Mommy.
I don't need a family like this.
Wait, what did you just say?
I I said I don't need a family that prioritizes strangers over their own blood. If you care more about her than me, then you're no father of mine. Stop pretending to be my father. It's disgusting.
Mommy, I see. You really hate it when I act like your father, don't you?
Of course I do. You clearly care more about that unrelated girl than your own flesh and blood. You are not my father. I don't need someone like you in my life.
I understand. If that's how you feel, I won't force myself to stay where I'm not wanted. I'm sorry for making you feel this way, Mommy.
Dad, where are you? Mom isn't home either.
You said you didn't need a father who prioritizes strangers, didn't you? That's why I've decided to leave. Your mother also feels that she's had enough. We've both agreed to disappear from your life. You're on your own now, Mommy. Please take care of yourself and stay healthy.
Wait, no, I didn't mean it. I was just joking. You're not seriously abandoning me, are you? We're family. You can't just leave me like this.
Being family doesn't give you a free pass to do whatever you want, Mommy. Just as children and parents can't always fully understand each other, being family doesn't erase individuality. Whether someone is family or a stranger, they deserve respect. If you can't treat others with basic decency, even your family will turn their backs on you. That's how the world works, and deep down, I think you've always known that. Mommy, you need to take a hard look at yourself and change your ways. If you don't, you'll end up isolated and alone. This is my final piece of advice as your father. Take care of yourself, Mommy.
Wait, Dad, don't go. Dad? Hey, Dad, please answer me. Mommy, have you taken even a moment to reflect on your actions? You barged into my house, and yet your father wasn't even here. But you went so far as to break the window and enter unlawfully. That is trespassing. You are well aware that breaking into someone's home, causing a ruckus, and hurting others in the process is a crime. Not to mention that you caused a scene and injured a police officer. So I'm left wondering, what exactly did you hope to achieve by all this? Shut up, shut up, shut up! It's all your fault. Everything that happened is all your fault. If it weren't for you, I could have stayed with my family, living a happy and peaceful life. Oh, really? Is that truly the case? Now, just take a look at your life. Look at what's happened. Do you still have a family? Can you really say that? What? Your father and mother, they both left. They left you. And your husband, well, he finally realized just how violent you are and decided that he couldn't stay. He filed for divorce, and now look at you. You're alone. You're by yourself. You have no family around you, and you certainly don't have anyone who wants to be around you. Whether someone is family or not, people are much less likely to want to be near someone like you. If you didn't want to be abandoned, if you didn't want to end up alone, then you had only one choice: change yourself. You can't keep behaving like this. Stop lecturing me! You have no right to do that. You're nothing but a stranger to me. How dare you act like you understand me? Maybe it's time for you to really reflect. You should spend some time alone and think carefully. It's the least you can do. If you're even the slightest bit sincere in realizing your mistakes, perhaps you can start changing. But that's something I can only hope for. If not, then you'll just continue making the same mistakes. Please, big sis, help me. I can't take it anymore. I am done. It's too much. I'm so lonely. I can't believe you're calling me your big sister all of a sudden. I'm just a stranger to you, Mommy. We don't even share blood, so why are you calling me your sister? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean it like that. It's just, I can't stand it anymore. Being home alone all the time is just too much. I can't handle it. I'm not able to take care of anything around the house, and I lost my job. Everything is falling apart around me. I'm so sad. I can't take being alone anymore. Please. I can't do this by myself. I don't want to be alone. You're the one who pushed everyone away. You're the one who caused this, Mommy. Don't act surprised now. This is the outcome of your own actions. Don't you see that? No, that's not true. This isn't what I wanted. I never wanted to be alone like this. I didn't ask for this. You've had so many people supporting you, but every single time you only took from them and never gave anything back. You always pushed people away. You didn't trust anyone. You just used people, and now look where you are. Now you're all alone, and you've only got yourself to blame. It's not anyone else's fault but yours. Okay, maybe you're right, but I did all of that because I trusted the people who were close to me. I believed in them. That's why I did what I did. I wasn't trying to hurt anyone. Trust? You think you understand what trust was? Do you even know the meaning of that word? Huh? Trust is not the same thing as just believing someone will do what you want. Trust is something that is earned, something built through time and communication. You can't just blindly believe someone without really getting to know them, without sharing real experiences. That's not trust, that's credit. You were just relying on other people to meet your needs, but you weren't really trusting them as individuals. And because you didn't take the time to build any real trust, you ended up pushing everyone away. That's why things turned out the way they did. So what do you want me to do now? What you need to do now is learn how to trust others, to accept them for who they are, and understand that family isn't everything. There are so many other people in the world who can offer you the same love and support, but the problem is, Mommy, I don't think you can do that. Why? Because you've already gone and begged your own family, even kneeling down to ask for forgiveness. That's not the behavior of someone who truly understands trust. You only learned too late. I tried to warn you before. I tried to stop you from making these mistakes. But you didn't listen, and now it's too late. Please don't leave me alone. I'll change, I promise. I swear I'll be different. I'll make things right. Just don't leave me, please. You're asking for too much. You've hurt so many people, Mommy. You've betrayed everyone who cared for you. You think just saying you'll change is enough? It's not. You have to show it. You have to prove it. And until you start taking responsibility for all the damage you've caused, you just can't expect people to forgive you. You've got to reflect on your actions and start living on your own. That's the only way you'll grow as a person. This is the last time I'm going to say this as your older sister. I'm not going to keep bailing you out. Mommy ended up divorcing her husband and was abandoned by her family. This was the culmination of a series of events that, over time, led to her isolation. It's hard to imagine what someone must go through to reach such a place of loneliness, but from what I've heard, the process was neither easy nor quiet. The wedding, of course, was the breaking point. It's strange to think about it now, but at the time, it was the event that set everything in motion. I had decided not to attend her wedding, not because I didn't want to be there, but because I had my own reasons. Reasons that I couldn't explain to her or anyone else at the time. She was furious, and this fury, this anger, consumed her so completely that she didn't seem to care about anything or anyone else around her. She was completely out of control. At the wedding, she apparently raged at everyone. I wasn't there to witness it firsthand, but from what I've gathered, it was a scene that could have been taken straight out of a melodramatic movie. She yelled at the guests, throwing insults and accusations around like they were nothing. What struck me the most was that this was happening at her own wedding, a day that was supposed to be special, a day meant to mark a new beginning. Yet instead of joy at the celebration, it became a day of anger and bitterness. What had driven her to that point, I'm still unsure, but the damage was done. Everyone who was present at that event saw her in that state, and because of her behavior, no one wanted to be near her anymore. No one wanted to interact with her, to comfort her, to support her. The very people who could have been there for her in her time of need were pushed away by her actions. It's not easy to think about how much she alienated herself from everyone. I can't help but wonder what might have been if she had kept her anger in check, if she had tried to understand the reasons why I, and perhaps others, couldn't be there. Could things have turned out differently? It's hard to say, but the fact remains that she made the choice to act the way she did, and the consequences of those actions were severe. Now when I think about it, even if she were to ask for help today, no one would be there for her. It's not just a matter of people not caring, it's more than that. It's the fact that the people she had alienated would be too afraid to get close to her again. They would keep their distance because they remembered what she had done. People don't forget the way someone treats them, especially when they've been humiliated or disrespected in front of others. She's created a wall between herself and the world, and no matter how much she might regret her actions now, it's too late to take them back. The bridge has been burned. Mommy, I fear, will have to live out the rest of her life in solitude. She might try to reach out, try to make amends, but the reality is that it's very unlikely anyone will be there to accept her. It's a sad fate, but one that is often the result of people's own choices. I hope she finds some kind of peace in her life, but I also understand that peace doesn't come easily when you've alienated everyone around you. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, my life has taken a different path. While Mommy's relationships fell apart, I've been doing my best to maintain the connections that are important to me, despite all the difficulties. It's not perfect, it's not easy, but I've been trying, and that's all I can do. I try to visit my mother from time to time, especially when she's in the hospital. I know that her health isn't what it used to be, and I want to make sure that I'm there for her, even if it's just for a few hours here and there. Sometimes it feels like the visits are too short, but I do what I can. I don't want to regret not being there for her when I had the chance. I also make time to meet my father. Our relationship has always been complicated, and though we've had our differences, he is still my father. I can't just shut him out of my life completely. No matter what's happened between us, I know he's made mistakes, as I have, but there's a part of me that still believes in the possibility of reconciling, of moving forward in a way that allows us both to find some peace. It's hard sometimes, especially when I think about the distance that's grown between us. There's so much history, so many things that haven't been said, so many unresolved issues. But I try not to let those things weigh too heavily on me. I focus on what's in front of me right now, and that's my family, my mother and father. Even though they're not together anymore, they're still family, and I still care about them, even if I can't always show it in the way that I want to. I suppose the reason I continue to visit them and maintain these relationships is because, well, despite everything, they're still my parents. They're the people who raised me, the people who gave me life, and even though we may not always get along, I believe that deep down we still want the best for each other. I want them to be happy just as I want to be happy. And that's the thing, isn't it? Even when things are difficult, even when family dynamics are complicated and strained, there's always that underlying bond. That connection that can't be broken, even if it feels fragile at times. I don't know what the future holds for us, but I do know that I want to keep that connection intact. I want to keep the door open in case we can heal the wounds that have been left behind. When I think about Mommy, I can't help but feel a sense of sadness. Her path is a lonely one, and it's hard to imagine her ever finding a way back from the isolation she's created. But I also know that people can change, they can grow, they can learn from their mistakes. Maybe Mommy will one day find a way to rebuild her life, to find happiness on her own terms. Maybe she'll find a way to reconnect with the people she's lost. But for now, she has to face the consequences of her actions, and those consequences are not easy to bear. As for me, I'll continue to visit with my parents. I'll continue to do what I can to make sure they're okay, and I'll keep wishing for their happiness, even if it's not always easy. In the end, I think it's about trying to do the right thing, even when it feels hard, even when the world around you seems to be falling apart. I don't know where life will take me next, but I know that I'm not going to let the past define me. I won't let the mistakes of others or even my own mistakes stop me from moving forward. There's always a chance for redemption, for growth, and for healing, and I'll keep holding on to that hope because without it, what's left? I often wonder how things might have been different for Mommy if she had made different choices. If she had chosen to be more understanding, more patient with the people around her, would things have turned out better for her? Or perhaps, despite her actions, she would have faced the same outcome because life is unpredictable. It's hard to say for sure, but I can't help but feel a sense of melancholy when I think about what she could have had she taken a different path. In the grand scheme of things, our lives are shaped by the choices we make, and sometimes those choices lead us to places we never imagined. It's a reminder that while we can't control everything, we can control how we respond to situations. We can choose how to treat the people around us, and that choice will have a lasting impact. Maybe it's a bit too late for Mommy, but I can't help but hold on to the belief that there is always a chance to rebuild, to start over, even if it's difficult. People change and situations change. It may not happen in the way we expect, but life has a funny way of surprising us. I'll keep doing my best to make sure my family knows that I am there for them, even if I'm not always perfect in how I show it. Sometimes being present is enough, and I hope that my parents know that they are not alone. Even though our family isn't what it used to be, I believe that there's hope for all of us, and that's something worth holding on to. Reflecting on the paths that both Mommy and I have taken, it's impossible to avoid wondering about what could have been. Life has a strange way of testing us, pushing us into directions that feel inevitable at the time, but may, in hindsight, seem so avoidable. I think back to the years before everything started unraveling for Mommy. Back then, we had a semblance of normalcy, at least that's how it seemed. Her marriage seemed like it had potential. She had a husband who cared for her, and although their relationship was far from perfect, it seemed like they could have made it work. But then one thing led to another and everything began to fall apart. The cracks in their relationship became too wide to ignore, and instead of trying to repair them, they grew deeper. I can't help but think that a lot of her anger and frustration stemmed from a sense of helplessness, a feeling that she had been abandoned by everyone around her. The way she reacted, though, it was as if she had decided that no one could be trusted anymore. She shut herself off from everyone, including me. We were once close, and I would have liked to think that I could have been there for her if she had reached out to me, but she never did. She chose to push everyone away. Maybe it was because she didn't want to appear weak, or maybe it was because she didn't believe anyone could truly understand what she was going through. Either way, she isolated herself, and that's when things started to spiral. Now it's painful to realize that her life is so different from mine. I've been fortunate in many ways. Despite all the challenges that life has thrown my way, I've had a support system. I have family that may not always agree with me, but at the end of the day, they're still there for me. We may not always communicate in the way I wish we did, but the bond is there. That's something I can't take for granted, especially now that I see the consequences of someone who doesn't have that support. I wonder, had Mommy not pushed everyone away, could she have had the kind of life I have now? Could she have found the strength to heal? It's a difficult thought process because the reality is that things don't always turn out the way we want them to. Sometimes, no matter how much we hope for a better outcome, things just don't change. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.